Hey guys, today I want to talk about relationship green flags. And yes, we have green flags in relationships, obviously. We always tend to go looking after the red flags. A lot of guys hear about the red flags from vloggers such as myself and many other people, but we don't often talk about the green flags. And as you can see, I got an allergy today. I want to talk about this because this guy Ron Jones wrote a really good comment. And he says, very good video, you're right. I've been amazingly lucky in a 20-year relationship, stronger and happier than ever, but all my friends are having a very difficult time, some disastrous. I've also heard really awful stories, and these stories are quite common here in the Philippines, and a lot of the newbies don't understand this. You can get hung up really bad with some of the girls over here, really bad, and be aware of that. I met many girls at the beginning, but there was always clear red flags, and as you said, I acted accordingly. Watch also for green flags, such as taking intense care of you when you're sick, or being determined to earn money for you. Yes, there are girls out there that will say, you know, I'll go out and work. I'll help you out. You know, if you're sick or something like that, or you don't have enough money. You know, there are women out there that do say that, believe it or not. And sometimes it's a ruse. Most of the time it's not. Being proud of you always. That's a big one. There are girls out there that are very proud of their man. They're very happy to be with their man. You know, missing you when not together. That's a huge one. They miss you, and always rushing to get back home. There's another one that's actually quite common. A lot of girls rush to get home. They want to be with their guy, and they're happy being with you. Not pushing for marriage is another one. A lot of women will not push for marriage. You know, that's a big green flag, actually. And when you do ask them, they should be happy. You know, not asking for family money. There's another huge one in the Philippines. It's a cultural thing. Sometimes a lot of guys get hung up on that money issue, that they don't want to be supporting that family. Make sure that you find the right woman that's right for you. Because if the family's pushing her for money all the time, she's also under duress. She's also being stressed and by her family, because she doesn't want to lose them too. And then, you know, so she's kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, and look at it that way. Say, hey, listen, honey, we got to talk, because we don't have a lot of money, and I'm not going to go into debt for your family, and we need to have a sit down talk about this, and let her know. Say, it's not that I don't want her, I just don't have it. You know, and a family that never asks, that's it, not asking for family money, and a family that never asks. Now, that's a big one right there. If the family never asks for money, that's huge. You know, if you're in a relationship and the family's never asking you for money, big green flag there. Big green flag, you know. Being financially conservative. That's a huge one right there. A girl that likes to save and tries to get you to save more, even though you might be a big spender. Kind of shows you that the girl wants to make sure that you have a good future together. That's a green flag. You know, don't look at that as a bad thing, because she's trying to get you to stop spending, and you enjoy spending because you know, you're retired and you just want to buy things that you want to buy, and you got enough money for it. Just cut back a little bit. Maybe she's doing you a favor, because then you can put some money in for emergencies, and emergency things happen here in the Philippines. So be aware of that too. That's another big, huge green flag. Let's see. Always making sure you get the right healthy food. That's a huge one for expats over here, because most expats do not eat right. Having a girl that looks out for you and says, hey, honey, you know, I want you to eat salads. I want to make sure you take your pills. Maybe she's taking care of you physically because you're sick, or maybe you're in a wheelchair. Maybe, you know, you have sciatica like myself, and you need, you know, extra care in the morning, or even during the day. You know, you need a massage or something like that. Those are big green flags when women are looking out for you in that way. And let me tell you something. It's great to be in a relationship where somebody cares enough about you to take care of you in that way, looks after you food wise, knows that you might be, maybe you're picky with your foods or something like that, and she's looking out for you by serving you the foods that you want and you like and stuff like that. That's huge. But she's also looking out for your health. Some of these women over here in the Philippines, they know herbs and foods that you don't know. My girlfriend, she's big on lemongrass, and she's big on coconut water. Because my kidneys were damaged a little bit by anti-inflammatories and painkillers and stuff like that. So we're trying to get my kidneys healthy, and it's kind of hard because I still like drinking like soda every once in a while, and also I like eating nachos, which are salty, and I've had to cut back on both of those. This morning when I woke up, she had some cereal on the table for me, and she had a glass with ice with coconut water in it, and there's a lot to be said about that, because I mean that's a huge green flag right there, you know. And I've been really lucky and blessed, you know, this time around. I mean, that's huge. And I you can also order fresh, you can get fresh coconut milk readily, I mean coconut water, around the Philippines almost at any street corner practically. But you can also order, and it's without preservatives and everything. You can also Vita Coco, I think that they call it, comes in a small square container. It's very good. It tastes fresh. It's delicious. It lasts a while. It does have a date when it goes out of date. I buy those. I put them in the refrigerator. I actually have them delivered to the house, and they're a little bit more expensive than getting the fresh. But some people say you're better off getting the fresh. But be careful, you're not getting germs during the process of when they're opening it up and stuff, because sometimes those people are not the cleanest that are giving you the coconut water on at some of these places. So just be careful. I don't think you're gonna get that many germs from a guy that's doing coconut water versus like a restaurant where there's a lot of meat being held and stuff like that. But just be careful. Just be aware that you can get sick here from a lot of things, and we all have here, you know. And you don't need to have you know, Montezuma's revenge over here. The guy goes on to say, yes, the dream women are here, but one has to dedicate time in finding the right person. And then he says, it gets cut off at the end here. But anyway, you know, that says a lot right there. You have to dedicate your time to finding the right person. Over here, you might have to go through 10 or 20 women, or maybe 5 women or 3 women sometimes. Sometimes you get really lucky because, you know, if you were in a relationship before, most guys are already, you know, they already have a lot of friends out there, friends that are women or whatever. And some of the guys look at those women and say, well, you know, hey, this girl's single. I know her. I've known her for 10 years or 5 years or 3 years or a year and a half or something. She seems like a nice enough woman. I'll go with her. Sometimes you meet somebody that might be working with you or something like that. It could be a physical therapist, a massage therapist. It could be your pharmacist. It could be a doctor that you go to, or an attorney, or it could be a friend or something like that, or somebody that lives around your neighborhood. Just have your eyes open, you know what I mean, when you're single again. And some of these women have green flags stuck right to their forehead. You know, it says, hey, I'm Mrs. Right, you know, and they really do. There's a lot of women out there that are good women, good, solid women that would make a good partner or a wife for you, if that's what you're looking for. Just look for the green flags, guys. I see a lot of guys out there, they're jumping from woman to woman to woman to woman. If that's your thing, hey, then that's your thing, you know. But we're talking here right now about relationships. We're not talking about jumping from woman to woman, you know. And for some guys, that's your thing. I get it. I fully understand. A lot of guys like to live like that. But I would say most of the guys over here, 50% or more, probably want to settle down with a woman over here. They're older. They don't want to keep playing the game anymore. They want to settle down and have that final relationship. Most of the guys that I talk to over here say, hey, I'm looking for somebody to settle down with. I would say way over 50%. Anyway, guys, God bless. Take care. I hope you enjoyed today's show. God bless, guys. And be sure to look out for those green flags. They're there. God bless.